Today you're going to learn how to make a black sesame milk tea from powder at home. Welcome to this special series on how to make milk teas from powder in the comfort of your own home. There are numerous bubble tea suppliers in the market who sell a smaller quantity of supplies for people to purchase for home use. But just remember that different brands have different results. Some might be sweeter, some might taste a little different, so just keep that in mind. I'm super excited to have the Black Sesame Bubble Tea Powder today because it's one of my favorites. So let's get started. First, we want to get our tea brewing. We need a strong black tea base brew. Now today, I'm going to be using a dark, smoky oolong, or alternatively, an Assam black tea would also go really well. And if you don't have loose leaf, then 2 tea bags will work just fine. You can experiment over time to figure out your preferred tea strength. The thing that I really like about using this dark smoky oolong with the sesame, I find it really complements each other. Because a lot of times when you're drinking a milk tea, you're basically expecting a plain Assam sort of undertone. But when you throw in a dark smoky oolong and it rounds off the undertone of the actual milk tea itself, it's not expected. So it's a bit of a surprise. It's really exciting actually. So that is why I am choosing this one today. You'll put 1 tablespoon of loose leaf tea into 180 milliliters of 85 degrees Celsius water. Leave it to brew covered for 10 minutes. While the tea is brewing, we're going to start on our drink. Although this is a 350 milliliter beverage, we're going to be making it in a 500 milliliter shaker. So first, we're going to add 2 heaping tablespoons of bubble tea creamer powder. If you happen to have an industry standard brown bubble tea scoop, then the measurements would be 2 flat brown scoops. Next is 2 heaping tablespoons of the sesame bubble tea powder. Now this sesame bubble tea powder is a black sesame bubble tea powder. The flavor is very, very different than just say normal sesame seeds, of course. It has a really dark undertone. It's very earthy and very aromatic as well at the same time. It's quite unique and one of my favorite bubble teas actually. And last but not least is 2 flat teaspoons of fructose powder. Alternatively, if you have fructose syrup, then 14 milliliters. Once the tea is done brewing, carefully strain it into your shaker and stir until combined. That smells so good. Add ice all the way to the top of the shaker. Put on the middle lid and the top lid and shake really well for 1 minute. We know it's ready when there's a really nice condensation around the outside of the shaker and majority of the ice has melted. Now here is where you would add your topping to your glass. And for me, usually it's gonna be boba, aka tapioca pearls. But for this drink today, I'm actually not gonna add any topping because I just really like this drink on its own. But you know, one other thing that you could do, I'm gonna put a video right up here when you get a chance, take a look. It's my salted cream mousse recipe. It is amazing. And putting 100 milliliters on top of this dark black sesame milk tea, wow. You either gotta stir it in, shake it in, or just drink it the way it is. It is phenomenal. I mean, it really takes this drink to a whole new level. So as if this drink isn't good enough on its own, if you wanna kick things up a notch, definitely check out that recipe, the salted cream mousse, and add it to the top. You won't be disappointed. Cheers! Oh, and before you go, in just a minute, you're gonna see a small screen over here. Click it and that will take you to more of my bubble tea milk tea at home from powder recipes. It's a playlist I created just for you. I think you're gonna like it. So delicious, especially with all the little black sesame bits in it. Oh my goodness, I could drink this all day. Well, thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your time, your comments, your likes for the YouTube algorithm, and you as a subscriber. Please feel free to click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Oh my goodness. So good, so good.